So here we have the hookup for your external amplifier. In this case, the Synergy Syn 1. So you do have channel changing within the Line 6 Helix. This one here says external amp, goes into the channel changing here. It's a switcher, and there's 3 modes on this. There's bypass, the whole unit. There's channel 1 and channel 2 on your SIM modules that are sitting in here. If you experience hums, there's a ground lift here for global. If you're using the DI, you have a ground lift here. Also, the Helix has one over here. Now, for your signal chain, I'm using loop 1, the send and return. So as you can see, the output of the Synergy is going into the return of loop 1. And the front end of the Helix, the front end of the Synergy is being fed from the Helix, send 1, into this one's input. So your guitar would normally go in here, and that's what you do. And then after you put your pedals in front of it, your distortion, your compressor, whatever, and then it comes through here, goes in here, you're now getting this preamp, and it comes back into here. So on the screen over here, you'll just see a loop in and out of where your preamp is. So that way you can have tube amps in your Helix. All right, now that we've got the channel changing hooked up here, you can see it in a live format here. We've got my distortion channel, which is on high gain. And I go to clean. Now we're on the blue channel, and semi-distorted, full shred, back to that, all within this cable routing and signal. Well, one thing you will notice that looping this in here, even with the ground loops off, I'm hearing a good bit of noise, whereas the Helix ENG model amp in here, which is based off of the Powerball, not the Savage, crystal clear, no noise at all. Now, if you want to hear the difference between the two, I'm going to record it, guitar track and lead track together, using the Savage first and then the software-based Powerball next, so you can hear the two in contrast. Just to point out, with the tube amp, all the artifacts above the distortion don't sound brittle like they do in the model ones. They sound more brushed off, natural, organic. But it's kind of hard to hear the difference. I'm really impressed. I didn't know that until I tried the two out, one against each other here. They're on 2 different patches, and I was just switching back and forth. So should be interesting. Tell me what you think. Thanks. So here I think I might have discovered a bug or something of that nature. Here you can hear the guitar. 4 cable method. So the electric guitar comes into the Helix. Signal then through this loop right here, goes out to the preamp, goes through the output, then back into the Helix, and you got your signal and your patches. Now if I turn the guitar's volume all the way down, we can hear this. So I engage the ground loop hum here. Still there. Put on the ground loop on the back of the Helix, which I think only applies to the XLRs. Still there. So with both ground loops, that's what's happening. Now, here's something interesting. When I reset it all back, so that now the guitar goes directly into, get that patch cable out of here. The guitar cable goes directly into the preamp, and then directly into the Helix. Now it's routed for that. Let me hit the signal real quick. Turn the guitar up. There's your guitar. Turn the guitar volume down so you can hear any noise. Nothing. Crystal clean. So that's going directly in here, right into the Helix. Helix is returning it. No hum at all. So there's a ground loop hum, definitely, in the 4 cable method. Some people use the EBTech. I've tried that before. It didn't work. Maybe my outlets suck. And a dual isolator dual transformer for the cables, and that didn't work either. So right now it seems to be better to run directly into the preamp, but 4 cable allows you to put your stomp pedals in front of the preamp, which is really cool. So You can gate it out too, I guess, if that doesn't choke it out too bad. But anyway, that's just an added bonus.